Hi everyone, in this lesson we are going to cover the freshness of the zone, which is an important factor that you should take into account when evaluating the quality of your supply and demand zones. You know, it's very simple to evaluate the freshness of the zone. Look at this illustration. As you can see, we have three demand zones. The first zone is fresh because it has not yet been tested, and this zone will offer the highest probability of a bounce. The second one is tested for the first time and it is still considered strong. So when the market retraced back to test it again, it can be considered a strong zone. But to trade it, you should wait for a strong price action signal. The third zone is weak and it should be ignored because it is tested a couple of times, and the greater the number of times the zone is tested, the more likely it is to break. So to determine whether the zone is fresh, you should see how many times the level is tested. If the zone was tested more than twice, you should ignore it. Let me give you some real chart examples. This is the US dollar, Canadian dollar for our chart. This is the supply zone, as you can see. The basic candle is this failed pin bar. But if we take the both candles, we can get an engulfing bar pattern. So to draw the zone, you draw the proximal line at the lower shadow of the first candle and the descent line at the upper shadow of the second candle. Now let's evaluate the strength of the move. As you can see, the market didn't spend much time before this move down. The size of candles is big, so the move is quick and strong. Alright? Now let's evaluate the freshness of the zone. This is a fresh zone because it has not yet been tested, so it is a very strong zone. After this retracement, the market was rejected and price went down. So this is the first test. So right now the zone is tested for the first time. After this retracement, the market will test the zone for the second time, but it is still valid and tradable. But after this test, you should ignore this zone because it is no more fresh. Let me give you another example. This is the Euro US dollar 1 hour chart. Look at this move. This is a clear supply zone. The move is quick and strong, which confirms the strength of the move. Let's now evaluate the freshness of the zone. As you can see, this is a fresh supply zone. So you should pay attention when the market is traced back to test this zone.